What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. Hope everyone is doing well. Doing some love readings for all the signs, and I'm on the sign of Aries. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, check out the About section of the channel and the description box below for more information. What are the messages for the sign of Aries? In the pre-shuffle and even now, Aries, there's a need for you to take a break from something. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's a need for you to reevaluate the kind of people that you have been in relationships with, someone who you could be in a relationship with now. There also could just be this figure in your life who might not have the greatest intentions for you, or there's a need to get like safe box, or maybe they're saying like savings or something, where you're putting your money up somewhere and not really giving it away or helping other people. You might have something that comes up where you're going to need it, and you also could have someone who needs your help, but it's not the right time maybe to do that. The Seven of Pentacles. So this could be something where you put a lot of time and effort into something on your own, and now it's time to kind of reap the rewards, and maybe there's certain people that are around only for that, and it's kind of time to be aware of the type of energies that you have surrounding you, or something surrounding finances. The Hermit, Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Wands. Some of you guys could be dealing with something to do with the legal issues or decision that could be coming in. Queen of Wands. Some of you guys are dealing with someone who's all about themselves, someone who could be like passive aggressive with how they speak to you. It could be a mother, but I don't really, for some of you it's definitely not. It's like a partner or someone who you're around. The King of Wands. It's time to look deeper into your investments, especially in a business or a job. Four of Wands, because this could affect your stability overall, and it might reveal some things about your current relationship as well. Ace of Wands. Nine of Swords. There's something about this person or this scenario where you're kind of overthinking it. Maybe this person has some pretty severe mental issues that you were unaware of. It could lead to law enforcement involved if things go too far, so I'd be very careful. You could even have these people coming to your house, or a need to cut out the drama and the bullshit, and if there's any kind of altercation, to leave the situation. Some of you guys are dealing with a person who you guys kind of want different things. The Tower. Or you did in the past, and you guys went in different directions, even though, this is someone that maybe you just went in different directions in your life. You were working on something and wanted to continue with that, and this person wanted to do their own thing in a different direction. But I just feel like there's going to be some type of unexpected communication, some type of unexpected, there could be medical bills for some of you, there could be medical issues, there could be legal matters that could end up being really expensive. You have the Seven of Wands. There's a need for you to protect yourself. There's a need for you to defend yourself. There's a need for you to keep your guard up, especially when it has something to do with a job or finances or something that you worked really hard to attain in your life. The Six of Swords. For some of you guys, this is needing to leave a relationship or a foundation, or this is something where you're going through something in your life right now that might clean out a relationship or some type of bond. You have the King of Pentacles. I think that overall your character is kind of changing. Where in the past you kind of would have been all about doing fun things and going after whatever looked good in the moment, but now you're kind of in energy where you're becoming more financially stable and maybe wanting to settle down. Maybe you're not in the right area to do that. Maybe you're not in the right time in your life to to do that, or this could be someone that you're dealing with. I do feel like some of you guys are dealing with someone who wants other people. There could be an earth sign involved, or this just could be energy of you're changing massively and this person is not. They are still kind of doing the same thing, still could be talking to other people. You're going to find out about something, and even though right now you might not be able to see this scenario for what it is, I do feel like there's still a new opportunity for love. Some of you guys could have feelings for someone else or something along that line, or there could be some type of pregnancy that was really unexpected. There could be someone who ended up getting pregnant by somebody else. I just feel like some of you guys want to go back to an old scenario where you guys kind of went in different directions, but now maybe you're on the same page as this person where you weren't before, and you know that that's going to require you leaving a current situation. But this is about you having confidence in yourself, you making these educated decisions for yourself about what it is that you truly want, and doing that from a perspective of what is going to bring you more stability in your life, what is going to bring you more groundedness instead of just kind of flighty, behavior from people. Some of you guys are dealing with a Leo or a Sagittarius. I feel like some of you guys might have a call on your life to be an educator or work in the creative arts and in a way that affects children, or this is about you doing something that you've always wanted to do as a child, but it has something to do with communication and arts for some of you. Or maybe this is about you finding a hobby that you like doing to kind of create an outlet for things that you have in your head and heart and mind. Because I do see a new opportunity here. Some of you guys just might require you relocating, or this caused someone to relocate in the past. And the more you're looking deep within yourself, and the more you're going to find out about the situation, that maybe what you had planned for your life, or this person did, isn't really fitting into what you want to do now. It says, I keep wondering who you got in your bed. So some of you guys aren't with this person, and they are paranoid that you're cheating on them. So it could have caused some disagreements. Maybe you were staying with someone. Maybe you left them, and they're thinking that you're with someone else when you could just be out doing something. Maybe you're visiting family. It says, I need you in my life. Some of you are dealing with a figure in your life, and I'm not exactly sure who, but they're very needy and they need a lot of attention, and they think that they can't function without you in their life. It says, love is crazy. And it says, baby, don't be jealous. And it says, I don't like confrontation. I think that some of you guys are worried about what this person would say to you, and you'd rather not. Maybe you guys, let's just put it this way. Maybe you guys have a history of having, something on your record where you can't get in that kind of trouble, or you've changed your life to not be the same person that you were in the past, and you don't want to fight with this person, but you can't really deal with their jealousy issues or how crazy they act and how needy they are, because they're always paranoid that you're doing something when it might not even be like that. I needed to lose you to love me. Maybe someone needs to leave this situation, or they did in the past, because they weren't ready to face different parts of themselves, different aspects of their behavior or things about themselves, where someone needed to be lost to find themselves. Or maybe that's how you feel now, like you need to be independent from this energy, to find yourself. Baby, you know I'm your biggest fan. Some of you guys are dealing with someone who's obsessed with you, like literally. I can't imagine a world with you gone. And I just got like a creepy feeling like this person would threaten suicide if you were to leave them, or they have in the past, or they will in the future. Because that's how obsessive they are. Can you hear me screaming, please don't leave me? And you have, you deserve the world. Let me run it with you. Sometimes I feel like I'm better off alone. You drive me crazy. I feel like when you first met this person, it was something different. You didn't know about their crazy side. You didn't know about how obsessive they were about your every move. Some of you guys could have someone like, maybe you have your location on Snapchat or a location somewhere where they literally are like tracking everywhere you go, and like the minutes between how you respond to messages, and just like obsessively overthinking. Says you are funny as fuck. And at first you thought it was funny, at first you thought it was cute, but now you're like, this is fucking crazy, bro. Like, someone is digmatized like times 5,000. I'm not good with trust. And this person's fucked up because of an old scenario. But it seems like it's very codependent. It's almost like this person can't exist on their own. Like, they exist only in another person, which is you. But you're like, that's a lot of pressure for you, because maybe you just simply want to move to a different place or try something new, but this person's like, you can't move anywhere, can't maneuver, you know, without them knowing your every footstep, and it's kind of getting annoying. I follow what I feel, that's the issue. Like, you are doing things for yourself because you feel like this is the right thing to do, but you're not really, I don't want to say you're not thinking about the other person, but it's like you're not really trying to affect their life in the way that they're taking it. Like, they're taking everything so personal, like everything's a shot at them, when it's not really like that. Like, you're genuinely trying to better yourself and go after your dreams, and build a solid foundation. It says, I'm bad at love and I don't like being away from you. Who are y'all dealing with? Like, this is almost like suffocating energy in a way. And I mean, it's cool and everything, but this isn't a healthy situation. That's not a healthy relationship for two people, you know? It was all my faults. So maybe you broke up with this person in the past because you needed some time on your own, and now you got back together with them, let's say, and now you don't know how to tell them that you want to leave. I respect you, of course. I try to numb the pain. Someone has some pretty deep rooted issues. This one says, I'm waiting by the phone. Maybe you didn't mind spending like all of your time with this person in the beginning. Everything was cool. You know, you kind of put up with the behavior because you didn't really know the extent of how deep it went. But now it's like, holy shit. Like, I'm with a level 7 predator at this point, like Stalker 7000. And it's not that you're not attracted to this person, because you are. But you're not really obsessed with them like they're obsessed with you. Like, you're like, what is going on? Like, maybe you tried to help this person and you thought that, you know, maybe they're going through something in their life that you kind of recognized or have been through, so you tried to work things out. And I don't even really feel like you would necessarily like want to cut this person out of your life completely, but it's almost to that point where it's like they're not even existing, they're like coexisting and like draining you completely of your energy and your time. And It's like in an unhealthy way where maybe you feel like you can't really be yourself, or you can't really speak up and say the things that you want to say, because you're kind of suffocated, or you feel like maybe you're defensive or this person's defensive. I just feel like it's really, like, it's not super serious, but at the same time, like, it could be, like, it has the potential to be something like that. But I just think, like, something could happen in the near future, like if this goes too far, or if an argument goes too far where it's not going to end well and someone could end up in jail, or there could be charges. And I think that's what you're trying to avoid. Maybe some of these behaviors and things kind of remind you of an old situation where you're like, shit, this isn't good. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you're trying to play it off like, it's not me, it's you. You're like, you're trying to like tiptoe around, but at the same time, maybe this person is like really relying on you for financial reasons. Like, maybe they don't have any money, and that could be a big issue of why they don't want you to leave their life. I don't know, but that was pretty fucking heavy. Maybe you could help them come up with a plan to solve some things in their life, without doing everything for them and kind of being that crutch. Your guys' song is Insane by Nash. It's Gnash. So maybe there's some lyrics in there that will help somebody out there, but I just feel like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting new results. That's kind of what you're seeing now, and you're just like, this is crazy, bro. And then, what are the messages for, for Aries? Correct your mistakes is in the reverse. So it's almost like you tried to help this person, you tried to fix it, but it's like they're not seeing their part in this. Like, they're not seeing how bad this is. You have claim your art in reverse, and now it's to the point where it's kind of affecting the things that you want to do in your life, and it's kind of affecting your own inspiration and creativity. You have reevaluate your priorities in reverse. So maybe there's some other issues with this person that you've kind of noticed, and you kind of want to tell them, but in a nice way, get your shit together, because I can't do this for you all the time. Maybe it's someone in your family, or it reminds you of someone, just something along that line, because I don't feel like everyone's in a relationship. I feel like this could even be friends. Correct your mistakes. Have you overreacted to a situation in the past and now regret your behavior? Have you said or done something that has now come back to haunt you? Set aside your pride and defenses and acknowledge your mistakes. There is no need to punish yourself or languish in remorse, nor should you paralyze yourself with righteous self-defense. We are all human. Accept your limitations in this area and learn from your mistakes. Ask significant others how you can bring things back to balance. Then peacefully move on. All is well. Your divine energy is calling you to be open and fully accountable for your behavior toward everyone by practicing the golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If you must make amends, do so with love in your heart, then turn the situation over to the universe for healing. Your divine invitation: quickly admit your errors and seek to correct them to the best of your ability without causing further harm to others. Ask your higher self for support with this process as you apologize. Ask forgiveness and make amends. Take action to reverse any damage you've done and mean what you say. Learn from your experiences and let go. Like, a part of you has a lot of guilt for something that happened, and it's like you've kind of like paid your debt so many times over, but it's really like an underlying issue where maybe you did too much because you feel bad about something that happened in the past, but maybe you're not that person anymore. Maybe you haven't forgiven yourself for something. Claim your art. The more your divine energy awakens in you, the more your creative spirit yearns to freely express itself. Trust this creative urge. Let your inner virtuoso out to play. Believe in the artist inside of you. As divine beings, we're all natural creators, and our art is our life. Your divine energy is calling you to recognize the artist in you and view your life as your work of art. You are artistic and creative even if you feel like this isn't you. You've lost touch with your creative side, then you're silencing your soul's expression. You don't have to be a good artist, just allow your true creative nature to experiment and have fun being creative. I also saw like painting or something like that. Avoid over intellectualizing and reconnect with your intuitive, sensual side. When you deny your creativity, it shows up in frustrating ways such as being overly critical, rigid, or judgmental and impatient. It's time to paint, sing, dance, or engage in some other creative outlet to free your spirit. Your inner trust artist needs to express itself. Allow it. Your divine invitation. Give your soul a voice and reconnect with the messy, colorful, musical, sensual, experimental, creative, and artistic side of you. Now you have reevaluate your priorities. 110. Are you engaging with people and plans that don't feel right and ignoring your instincts because of the lure of promised rewards? Are you involved with people, ideas, or situations that compromise your integrity? Are you shutting your eyes to blatant ethical lapses of your own or others, or disregarding the red flags of warning along the way? If so, this is the time to reverse the course before trouble befalls you. Your divine energy is calling you to reevaluate your priorities and stay true to your higher self. Your soul's maturity and ethics are being tested by the universe, and unless you rethink your values, you may not pass the test. Your divine invitation: temper your ambition for superficial desires and put aside all thoughts of personal comfort and gain for the time being. Nothing is worth pursuing if it compromises your integrity. Although you've been given the gift of free will, you can't escape the consequences of your choices. In other words, what goes around comes around, and no matter how clever you feel you are, there's no bypassing the fundamental law of the universe. You'll only invite chaos, even disaster, if you try. You know when you're headed down the wrong path, so turn around before it's too late. Well, damn. It's almost like a part of your old self wants to come back to do something the way that you've done it before, but you changed so much. It's like you're fighting with your new self and your old self, and maybe the situation you're involved in is part of your old self, and you're kind of realizing how much you've changed, but at the same time, a part of you wants to go back and do something really bad, but at the same time, like, you don't want to do that anymore. Like, you're like, I don't want to go back to jail, or I don't want to be in a fight or an altercation, or I don't want to be the person I used to be because I've come so far, you know. But I feel like I said, this is a test for you to do what's right and go in the right direction, and I think that you know what that means. Anyways, I hope that this helps you out. I hope you have a good night. Bye.